Happy Sunday, everybody. Welcome back to the kitchen where, yes, we are back in the kitchen. My kitchen, our kitchen. We are home this week. Last week was fun, cooking with Anna and Leanne. That was a lot of fun. Next week, week after that, maybe even the week after that, we've got more kitchens to go to, more fun stuff to see. Trying to line stuff up. May not be able to do it every week, but as often as possible. We can get in another kitchen. Can't wait to do it. I love showing off kitchens. I love kitchens. So this week we'll be home, and that's okay. I love this kitchen. I love being home. It's always fun. We're going to make something fun and different today. Huh? Is that a honking Portobello mushroom or what? That thing's huge. So the other day in the refrigerator, my wife had portobello mushrooms and spinach and chicken sausage, all kinds of stuff, and I went, let's stuff mushrooms. Fantastic. I love to do it. Love the way they taste, love the way they come out. And I think a lot of times people might steer away from these because they're not super pretty, you know, and a lot of people don't like mushrooms. Sometimes the texture and the flavor gets to you, and portobellos are they're very powerful. There's a lot of flavor in here. But when you mix it up and bake them and stuff them, they come out beautifully. So what I want to do today, we are going to take the whole cap and we're going to make this one look like this one. We're going to remove stem and all the gills from the inside. And it's not hard to do. You know, take a little knife and cut that part off, cut the stem part off. And what you want to be careful of is you don't want to pierce all the way through. Don't want to pierce all the way through. So I'm just kind of going around, just kind of cutting everything up. And then you kind of dig in and remove. I've even got a spoon because that helps, because it's certainly connected in there. But there, see? I didn't go through, and I got that's gone. Rice wine vinegar, salt and pepper, tarragon, garlic powder, and believe it or not, a little bit of sugar, and that's it. And by the way, in the comment section below, I'm going to list all the ingredients because there are kind of a lot of stuff here. So I'm going to list it all out in detail so you'll have it all. But for now, all you really need to know is what I just told you. Oh, and I almost forgot. Sweet basil. There's also sweet basil in there. So you've got tarragon and sweet basil. Love those flavors. Put some salt and pepper, some garlic, and then just a little bit of sugar to kind of sweeten it up. And we're going to take a baking sheet. We're going to take our mushrooms and just kind of coat them with this. I'm not going to let them marinate in it for too long because, well, they don't really need to. We're going to cook it all in. But I'm going to coat both of these on the outside with this marinade. And if you don't want to use this, I understand. You can always go and buy one. A lot of great pre-made marinades. I like to make them myself as often as I can. They're not hard. Switch up the herbs. Remember from a previous video, when you're making a marinade, you need your acids and your fats and then your herbs. So I've got the oil, the rice vinegar, and then the spices. So I'm going to do both mushrooms on the outside, and I'm going to flip them over, lastly because we're going to cook them this way. We're going to cook them gill side up. But I'm going to take and get the marinade inside as well. So I might even just pour a little, a little cheating just to make it easy. But we really want to get it, I really want to get it in here because I really want to get these flavors. Now, got those all nice and coated. I know it seems like a lot. It's okay. That's where the flavor comes from. And for people who say, I don't like mushrooms because I don't like the way they taste. Well, you cook it like this, whole different fantastic flavor. And there we go. That's it. Nicely done, huh? See? Now these are going to go in the oven. Got the oven already preheated, 350 degrees, and we're going to cook these down a little bit. 15 minutes, tops. 350 degrees, 15 minutes. Now while those are in the oven, while those mushrooms are baking, we're going to make our stuffing. Now, like I said, we're not going to use these pieces. I really don't need them. But if you want to make a nice stuffed portobello mushroom, all vegetarian, I would save that. Chop that up. This piece, no, you don't need the stem. You get rid of that. But everything we scooped out of the middle, really nice. Adds a lot of flavor and adds to your stuffing. But what we're going to do today, we are going to stuff ours with chicken sausage and spinach and breadcrumbs and some cheese and Greek yogurt. Haha, Greek yogurt, something different. I'm going to use that as a binding agent, if you will, a binding agent. But here we go. I've got 3 links of chicken sausage that I basically roasted in the oven and then chopped them up really, really fine. And I'm going to go ahead and mix with those. Let's do our seasonings. I've got salt and pepper, half a teaspoon of salt with a quarter of a teaspoon of pepper, onion powder and garlic powder. Yeah, I mixed them together. I was just saving space. But I took a heaping quarter of a teaspoon of each. I love garlic and onion powder, especially onion powder. I love that smell. I love the flavor. I love onion powder. And I also took a quarter of a teaspoon of tarragon. So there's some spices. Get those in there. And this is 8 ounces, 1 cup of fresh spinach that I went ahead and just chopped up. Save space. Chop it up nice and small so we can keep to our beautiful presentation. There. Now, what else do we need? We need some fun stuff in here. Parmesan cheese. A quarter of a cup of grated Parmesan cheese. Italian seasoned panko breadcrumbs. What does that mean? Well, that means these are already seasoned with parsley and oregano and basil and garlic, and they're panko style breadcrumbs. You don't need Italian seasoned. You could just get plain panko. You could use regular breadcrumbs as well if you like, but I just like the texture. That right there, 3 tablespoons of panko breadcrumbs. And the last thing I'm going to do is I got some nice Greek yogurt. And I took 3 tablespoons and I'm going to mix this in there. And this is not a super easy thing to do. But the yogurt, one, I like the Greek yogurt because it's really thick, it's nice and creamy, and it also has that tang. When you get plain Greek yogurt, it's got a nice tang to it. And mixed with the cheese and the spice, it just creates such a nice flavor, and it helps to the texture on the inside. It helps with the creaminess. It makes the creaminess, if you will. When this all bakes, it comes out so well. And that's it. That's all I need to stuff these mushrooms. Now, the next thing we're going to do is when they come out of the oven, we're going to stuff all this in there, top them off, and throw them back in the oven. And you're just going to see how, 1, easy, and 2, how fabulous this all comes out. So let's go ahead and see how we're doing. Oh, fantastic. Look at that. After 15 minutes in the oven at 350 degrees, look how those came out. Oh, wow. These are beautiful. Holy cow, do you see that? Whoo. Oh, I love it. Now, there's a lot of excess liquid inside. We don't need that. We don't need it. We don't want it. So we're going to get rid of it. And you really want to be careful when you do this. Because one, it's hot. And two, mushrooms have been cooking, so they're delicate. They're soft. Ooh, they're hot. Now we're going to get rid of all the excess liquid. Don't need it. Now, the next thing, and it's the easy part, is we are just going to stuff all of this inside. Now, while you're watching me do this, this is the perfect time, by the way, that if you haven't done so, go right ahead and click that subscribe button that's right there below where the comment section is, where all the ingredients are nicely laid out and listed for you. Click subscribe if you haven't done so, please. It would be greatly appreciated so you could follow along with us and see all the different kitchens that are coming up in the future. That's going to be a lot of fun, I promise. One we're going to, hopefully next week, custom built. So cool. I can't wait. I can't wait. So if you haven't done so, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Follow along with us. Have a great old time cooking. Ooh, look how nice that is, huh? Oh, that's fantastic. Now, that's all we need. The only other part we need is we're going to give it a little top before we put it back in the oven. So we need, where is my breadcrumbs? And oh, there they are. Fantastic. Right here. This is what we need to top this off. This is just a little bit more of the breadcrumbs with some Parmesan cheese, and I'm just going to sprinkle some on top. Give it a little. This will give a nice golden crust when they come out of the oven. So a little bit on both, and that is it. Oh, yeah. Now, we're going to put these back in the oven, 350 degrees where we were. Another 10 minutes or so till they're nice and golden brown. And that is it. I think it is safe for us to get these out and see how we did. Oh, wow. Look how, oh, you hear that? Oh, I love the sizzling sound. Look how beautiful these came out. Oh, this is fantastic. I'm so excited. I love it. I love it. I love it. So now, let's plate this up. These are piping hot. Holy cow. Let's turn off the oven. Really, really hot. So we've got some time. You can let this sit for a moment. You can put together whatever else it is you're going to have with dinner, lunch, breakfast, whenever you want to eat this. My personal opinion, this by itself sells the plate. It's all you need. So what I want to do, this is just some kosher salt, nothing special. It's not even the large crystals, it's just crushed kosher salt. I'm going to take it and sprinkle it on the plate. Crazy, right? You see that in another video? I'm just going to, a pinch on the plate for season. That's it. Nobody even needs to know it's there. So that way, when this is sitting there, and people cut into it and, you know, they stab it with their fork and they move it around the plate as they pick it up. You get that nice extra salty taste in your mouth. Oh, it really just ties in all the flavors. I love it. I love it. I love it. So all we're going to do is gently, these have been cooking so they're nice and soft. We're going to take that and that's it. Do you see just how beautifully that came out? Look at that mushroom. It's huge. So pretty. And on the plate, just like that, this is less is more. That is all you need to sell that dish. I mean, whoa, look how beautiful this is. And I know, I get excited every time, every week, whenever I'm done. It's a big deal. You should be excited when it comes out like this. Say, oh, well, it always comes out like that. No, it really doesn't. It doesn't work out every time. So when it does, you should be proud of it and be excited. Serve that up to somebody and watch their face when they go, that's huge. Oh, love it. So, stuffed portobello. Piece of cake, isn't it? Chicken sausage, spinach, Greek yogurt for that tang and to bind everything together. Stay on the lighter, healthier side of things. We don't need egg or anything like that. Got some Parmesan cheese in there. Some nice seasonings. Fantastic exterior with that marinated cooked in for a while. Wow, folks. I hope you try it. I hope you like it. I hope you liked the video. Give it a thumbs up. Please, if you haven't done so already, subscribe to this channel. Share this video with everybody you know. And I'll see you in a few days. We'll do a quick tip, and then hopefully next weekend we'll be in another kitchen and explore all the excitement they've got to share, huh? You folks have a great day. See you soon. Bye-bye.